Well, hello. This is Mikkel and Mart
Hello.
in your friendly neighborhood. Let's start out with the final problem statement for our project. Oh, we're from group 303. And our final problem statement is to what extent will a story told through a multi-model AV production differ from a conventional, non-adaptive AV production regarding the user's emotional experience? So what we're basically trying to do here is make an adaptive AV production that is supposed to be better than a normal AV production in terms of the user's emotional experience or the viewer's emotional experience. This is narrowed down to positive emotions because positive emotions are easier to detect, and that's when we bring the
Can I? Yeah. Finish that.
Mark.
Yeah, about the adaptive part. To point out exactly what part will be adaptive. The story's continuum will be adaptive, not any visual style or anything like that. Will if a person doesn't like the style of the movie, then we cannot configure that. But yeah, how the story goes. This is the adaptive part.
So let's try to see our awesome program here. This is how it looks.
Yeah, like Mikkel said, it's to identify viewers' emotions, and it's positive emotions, like you mentioned. So yeah, based on this program, we need to count the smiles on the face while the person is viewing, and based on this amount of smiles, we can decide on the next clip that will be played. So by this, we hope to improve the enjoyment of the movie.
So as you can see, it detects my smile every time I smile. It's still work in progress, of course, but
yeah, for the
it's
final
working.
product, it will be probably modified. And you can see the C3 there is the counting the smiles. Yeah, it's working pretty well, but it's not perfect because if you are in a different under some angle or there is some problems with light, then it can be malfunction. It starts.
As you can see here, it pretty much fucks up when it does do like that.
This is done using blob extraction. So what it does, it's maybe let's explain this inside of the code.
Yeah, let's do that.
But yeah, it just looks differences in pixels, and we have this. Yeah.
But as you could see before, this C3 counter counts how many times I've smiled, and we're going to use that to compare two different types of humor
within one scene.
Within one scene, exactly. So and take a specific amount of seconds that is the same, so you can compare how many times you smile for one and how many times you smile for the second, and then you can make a conclusion to that and decide on the next clip that the program will automatically run. But let's explain the code.
First, here we have some variables of image img and the img2. Sorry, we'll be using only img2. One was just to test it. Then we have we should also introduce what we will be using for this. We will be using code blocks as the IDE. Then we open frameworks and open CV. Also, QuickTime player is needed to play this. And then we have from OpenCV we have our finders, and also video grabber and video player, and some integrals which will be introduced inside of the code itself, and also strings for the string arrays for the clips, scenes, and the possible endings. So the program can choose between different ends or the scenes itself. So let's start with the code from the beginning. Here we set the size of the dimensions which will be grabbed from the webcam. 320 is the weight and height, 240. The counter 2 and counter 3, this will be the smile counters. For the first one is for the first part of the scene, and for the counter 3 is for the second part of the scene. M will be, you can also call this integral as counter. It will be the count of scene which will be played, and this minimum, it's right now 0, will identify which scenes has less smiles, and also the A and B. You can see it later in the code. This for loop is for playing the scenes, and it just takes from the arrows. One arrow is for the possible scenes, and other arrow is the ends, and the end will be calculated based on which style of the comedy had the less amount of smiles. So like the worst possible will be the end, as for our proof of concept, and we hope to see there also less smiles. Here we have the finder. Well, the finder is it will find your face based on the R cascade, and the first one is to find your face, the second one to narrow it down, and the second one is to find your mouth and the smile basically, and then it's gonna grab it on within these dimensions. Here it updates the grabbed image from the webcam face of viewer that we see Mikkel doing here before, and here it saves the image and names it, saves it, and then loads it again so it can analyze it and work on it, find used on the blob extraction to find the smile. That is the purpose of the program. And basically this is more or less, the next part is just to decide which scene will be played, what was the most amusing, and so forth. You wanna say something about
Well, next up we're having the draw function which we will reach here.
Yeah.
And this basically just draws the image to the screen. The image grabbed from the webcam here, drawn on position 0, 0 with its width and height that was set in the beginning, using the function nofill as well. Then we have this for loop to draw a rectangle for the blob analysis. As you could see in the demonstration in the beginning, there was a rectangle around the face, and that's basically what this for loop does. In the end, it crops it out and takes this cropped image where it's not as large as the other one, and only searches that image down here. It only searches the cropped image for the smile.
That's the place what I was when I was describing, where it saves and loads and opens the image. This is
exactly. So that's basically what it does. This program. Anything you wanna add,
Let's
Mart?
maybe show the program running again. Well, now it's
Yeah, now it might make more sense. And let's have Mart this time.
Some part of me. Well, yeah, this is how it works. First, based on blob extraction, it will find the face, and from there it tries to find the smile loaded on that image. And it seems it's working.
Yeah, that's it. We say thank you for using your time, and goodbye.
Bye bye.